Hello, and welcome back. In this podcast, we will explain the importance of establishing enduring understandings for your performance task. This may actually be your hardest step. You need to think about the conceptual understandings that you want students to take with them long after that they have forgotten specifics. There are a number of ways to think about this. You might think of them as big ideas, meaningful truths students need to be successful and understand the world. They are probably at the heart of your discipline. They may encapsulate why you do what you do, what drew you to this field. Enduring understandings can be transferred over time and space. If it's true today in Iowa, it was true 100 years ago. It's true in many cultures. If we can learn these truths, they can help us make good decisions in the future. They can also be generalized to new situations. If we can recognize the elements in play, we can make predictions based on enduring understandings. Enduring understandings are the type of things that we think about in the real world. They're authentic in nature, not bound by school. So let's take this enduring understanding from history. When oppression meets resistance, conflict often results. Now, this enduring understanding might be part of a unit on westward expansion. Could also be part of a unit on the civil rights movement. Or how about a current event study about the Middle East? Let's look at another. We can learn from the real and imagined experiences of others. This might be used in a history unit on immigration, comparing the early 1900s to immigration today. This might also be used with a genre study of biographies. It could also be used in studying several pieces of great literature, such as Romeo and Juliet or A Farewell to Arms. Let's look at one more example. Energy takes many forms and can change from one form to another. Well, obviously, this might be used in a study on energy, but it could also be used with simple machines, inventors, or current energy issues. We might think of it as aiming towards a bullseye. At the heart are the enduring understandings. In order to reach that enduring understanding, there are important things students need to know and be able to do. These are going to depend on the topic of study. Remember, an enduring understanding can apply to any number of topics because it can be generalized and transferred. And in the course of the unit, there are certainly many things that are worthwhile to learn, although not essential. Here's an example provided by Wiggins and McTighe. Think about the enduring understanding. People work to provide the things they need for themselves and their families. So this is a meaningful truth that students need to be successful and understand the world. It's at the heart of the economics discipline. It transfers over time and space. It's true today in Iowa. It was also true 100 years ago, and it's true throughout the world. If a student can learn this truth, it can help them make good decisions for the future. This enduring understanding can be generalized, so we can make predictions based on this enduring understanding. And certainly it's a type of thing that we think about in the real world. Now let's think about the important to know and worth being aware of pieces. As students study the free enterprise system of the United States, they will learn some important things about our economic system, job creation, job choice, and so forth. There are myriad instructional possibilities here. As students learn about the free enterprise system, the terms producer and consumer will be good vocabulary to emphasize. Notice how the important to know and worth being familiar with support the enduring understanding. As we said, this might be the hardest part of your work. We encourage you to take your time on this part. Some resources that might be helpful are listed here. The College and Career Readiness Standards. Those are broader, bigger ideas to start with. The Standards Insight tool includes what students need to know and be able to do, but there's also a column called Conceptual Understandings. These can help guide you toward those bigger ideas. Many curriculum materials have a piece called Big Ideas, Essential Understandings, that sort of thing. So look in your materials and see what you find. Discipline organizations often have a list of key understandings or concepts that go along with the discipline. So also finding those key domain documents can help you. Really, thinking, talking with colleagues, and thinking some more can help you as well. Let me give you an example. One group we were working with had the big idea: you must determine your audience before beginning to write. And that's certainly true. But with a little more work, they were able to transform this into a much better enduring understanding. Communication is a negotiation of ideas, words, and images between communicator and receiver. See how much stronger that is than their first one. I'll go back to that first one. So again, that came about through thinking and conversation. So I encourage you to take the time for those conversations as you're working on your enduring understandings. So step one on your performance task work, you need to establish 1 to 3 enduring understandings that students will develop throughout the unit. Okay, we're at the end of this part of the podcast. Next, you will look at essential questions.